Peace, peace. Happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Realizing all the subtleties within your upbringing that, all things within your upbringing has an effect on your subconscious and the way you view things. And I just caught myself of why I would always, like lately, like on parts of my growth, feeling like I gotta go out of my way to protect the divine feminine energy or to, you know, be a masculine and protect the woman in that sense of it. Now again, just naturally, as I, align with my inner masculinity, with that divine masculinity, of course I'm gonna be that energy, that as I'm, being within my divine masculinity and align with it, automatically my actions are gonna reflect, being that energy that helps the feminine energy, in some way, form, or fashion. But what I was doing was feeling like I was obligated and extending myself past what I needed to extend myself. And I think about, you may have heard my older stories about, coming across a certain sis that very connected with energies and she was tapped into, or she is tapped into that realm to the point of me feeling like, all right, because she's not grounded as much, I'm gonna be that grounded aspect and help, you know what I'm saying? But realizing that, again, I could help as much as I can, but it's not for me to be helping to the point where I'm not living in my reality, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I was feeling like, oh, I'm obligated. And I bring up the aspect of Jupiter ascending, like, because I did feel like, when she came through, like I was like supposed to be this guardian to protect this princess or queen. But realizing, again, this is also part of the programming that I watched in my household, where, again, my mama wasn't she didn't probably say it like this or whatever, of like, oh, men ain't shit unless they're taking care of you to the fullest, you know but with viewing that vibe of seeing, like, and it's a societal thing too, you know where the masculine got to take care of things, and then that's also with my perfectionist vibe, feeling like, all right, I have to, take care of things so much so to where I'm overextending myself, and realizing like, no, it shouldn't be overextending yourself, and you don't have to, like, because I was also in the vibe of like having to help, you know uh, every every feminine energy on an overextensive vibe. Now again, as I connect and I I align the divine masculine feminine within, and and align with my divine masculine, of course my actions are going to reflect, being helpful towards the divine feminine, but it's not connecting with that energy to the point where I'm overextending, again, like that feeling like I gotta save the world before I save myself vibe. That's key. Again, you gotta save yourself and save your inner universe before you could help somebody else. Because if you constantly helping somebody else before you help yourself, you're gonna get drained and you're no longer gonna be able to help yourself, let alone anybody else. But again, it's that programming of just, how, and, and again, it was a little bit too, because my dad was, he did his thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as taking care of things, but it was always kind of like that battle in the household of like, but your dad doesn't do enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got a crib, yeah, the bills paid, but the crib could be bigger, you know. We could have more storage room, it could be more, and again, you know, uh, viewing that, coming up, and then again valuing what, again, a lot of us value what our mother either said or do, you know what I'm saying? Like, we value these energies, and again, uh, to the point where growing up subconsciously, I felt like, all right, I gotta overextend myself to, help the feminine energy, to the point of almost giving, basically giving away my energy or helping them before I help myself. And I had to realize, like, again, it's not my job to overextend or help somebody externally, as much as it's making sure I help myself first, and again, save my inner world, and then my actions will reflect outwardly into, helping the external realm. But it starts within first and foremost. So, again, just what I'm bringing this up for is, again, to realize, dealing with subconscious programming and the root chakra, you know Is going back to childhood and realizing again, it's not just what your parents may have taught you and said verbally, but just also what you observe, you know what I'm saying? Because you observe certain habits and behaviors, you know, and again, and then certain things you saw and iterated as good or bad, because that's another thing where we throw things off, you know what I'm saying, is where we label it, oh, this is good behavior and this is bad behavior, this is undesired behavior and this is desired behavior. And again, always speak on that's how the shadow self is created, because if you see your parents shun sex, then it's like, all right, you know, sex is bad, you know. And then when you think, you know, you go into that subconscious programming of sex is bad, then you cutting yourself off from your innate energy, because that's something that's a part of our being in these human body suits, is we connect sexually on a physical level, you know. Not even outside the physical, we still connect with, you know, sex is everything, you know what I'm saying, again, manifestation and all sorts of things. But you know, you may look at that as bad because, you know, your parents reflected the energy of shunning that, you know what I'm saying, energy. Or you may look at it as, oh, the only way to be is to be over sexual because your parents was probably, you know, like hypersexual, you know what I'm saying? So it's realizing again to go back to these earlier stages in your growth, and you know, and again, and heal these aspects within yourself. Because again, we still may be running on subconscious programming from our childhood. You know, we want to have that awareness to cleanse and clean all that up. You know what I'm saying? No good, bad, right or wrong. You know, we chose our parents. We chose to come through our mom's portal because her bodysuit embodied a certain energy that, you know, allowed for us to work out you know, our karmas, you know, from an ancestral level, you know, and just energetic on all type of levels, you know what I'm saying? So it was very great to have that awareness, you know. But peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future, not too far in the past.